One of the biggest Gold Rush Season 14 stories has been Ness seeking redemption. After taking a year off of gold mining due to sad seasonal affective disorder and admitting to a cocaine habit, he has rebuilt his gold mining operation from scratch. However, in a recent post from his on-again, off-again fiancée livestheour, it appears he is back to hookers and coke. It sounds like the fan favorite is dealing with his addiction demons. 3 weeks ago, Ness told the world that he was back with livestheour, and she was the future Mrs. Ness. However, just a few days after Valentine's Day, his beloved posted on Instagram that she called it quits. Again. Moreover, she shared some shocking reasons why the lovebirds broke up again. On Friday, Liz wrote on Instagram that she could no longer hold back this information. Nor was she about to protect a loved one. Then, she spilled a lot of serious allegations. I will never understand how someone can propose to you and not even 48 hours later cheat again with another prostitute. Next, she revealed that once the two reunited after his heroic return from the Yukon, he cheated on her at least 6 times that I know of. Liz also revealed that despite many promises to change and turn over a new leaf, he has continued to go back to his old habits. Admitting defeat, she declared, I can officially say that I have learned my lesson. I will never be able to win over his addiction of cocaine and prostitutes. While she did not elaborate on the cocaine bit of this statement, it is concerning. In Gold Rush Season 14, Rick admitted to Z that he became addicted to cocaine, but he had overcome it. Does this statement mean that he is using again? Not really. This may have been a blanket statement referring to the 2 addictions that he has battled. Moreover, her accusation that he has had relations with prostitutes may not be the literal occupation. There may not have been any money exchanged for intimate relations. But in Liz's vocabulary, any woman whom he is briefly intimate with could be put in that category. However, if these accusations are true, this could be problematic for Ness, who will be starting to prep for a new mining season soon. Canada has strict laws. Also, Discovery likely has some standards as well. Was it necessary for her to reveal this information? It seems very attention-getting as she has a private page. But she has been cheated on and is making everyone possible aware of this. Ness, one of the standout stars of the hit reality show Gold Rush, has long been known for his daring approach to mining in the unforgiving wilderness of Alaska. With a reputation built on hard work and a no-nonsense attitude, he's earned the respect of viewers and fellow miners alike. But in a shocking turn of events, Ness's ex-fiancée has come forward with a series of accusations that could shake the foundation of his public persona and reputation. These revelations have sent ripples through the Gold Rush community, leading many fans to question the real story behind the scenes. While reality TV is no stranger to drama and surprises, the claims made by Ness's former fans have raised eyebrows, adding an entirely new layer of intrigue to his already complicated life. In this article, we'll dive into the accusations, the impact they could have on Ness's career, and the subsequent fallout from the revelations. The breakdown of Ness's relationship. Before diving into the shocking accusations, let's take a brief look at Ness's relationship with his ex-fiancée. Ness, who had been featured on Gold Rush for years, had always kept his personal life relatively private. However, in 2019, it was revealed that he had gotten engaged to his longtime girlfriend, Liz, a relationship that seemed to flourish both on and off camera. The couple was often seen together, sharing glimpses of their lives on social media, and their engagement was widely celebrated by fans who had watched their journey unfold. For a time, it appeared as though Rick had found his perfect match, someone who shared his passion for the rugged lifestyle that comes with working in the world of gold mining. Fans even speculated that Liz, a former barmaid, would become a permanent fixture on the show, providing support to Rick both emotionally and professionally. The couple's on-screen chemistry added another layer of relatability to Gold Rush, allowing viewers to connect with the personal side of the miner's life. But in late 2021, the pair ended their engagement, and the split was followed by a period of intense speculation. Neither Rick nor Liz gave a public explanation for the breakup, and many fans were left wondering what had gone wrong. Some assumed it was the intense pressure of the reality TV world or the demanding nature of the gold mining business that led to the split. Others speculated that the couple simply grew apart. What nobody saw coming, however, were the shocking accusations that Liz would later make, casting a shadow of doubt over Rick Ness's character and leaving fans scrambling for answers. The shocking accusations. In a public statement that has since gone viral, Rick Ness's ex-fiancée Liz made several explosive claims about their relationship and the reasons behind their breakup. These accusations, while not entirely clear-cut, paint a very different picture of the relationship than fans had been led to believe. 1. Allegations of emotional abuse. One of the most shocking accusations made by Liz was that Rick had emotionally abused her during their time together. She claimed that Rick had become controlling, manipulative, and disrespectful as their relationship progressed. According to Liz, the demands of the mining lifestyle had changed Rick in ways that she couldn't handle, and his behavior had become increasingly toxic. In her statement, Liz alleged that Rick would isolate her from her friends and family, pushing her to rely solely on him for emotional support. She described feeling depressed and alienated during the latter stages of their relationship, and claimed that Rick often used his fame and public image to control how she interacted with the outside world. This, she stated, was one of the main factors that contributed to their eventual breakup. 2. Financial control and mismanagement. Another significant accusation made by Liz was related to the couple's finances. Liz claimed that during their engagement, she had little say in how their money was spent, despite contributing to their shared expenses. She accused Rick of being secretive and untransparent with their finances, which made her feel excluded from important decisions. Liz also hinted at financial mismanagement, alleging that Rick's spending habits were reckless, which could have put their future at risk. These accusations raised questions among fans about how Rick Ness had been managing his finances, especially given his high-profile role on a show like Gold Rush. While there has been no public comment from Rick regarding these specific allegations, many viewers began to wonder if there was more to the story than what had been shown on screen. 3. The pressure of reality TV and its impact. Liz also touched on the negative effects that being on a reality TV show had on their relationship. She mentioned that the constant filming, media scrutiny, and public expectations had placed enormous pressure on their personal lives. According to her, the dynamic of being constantly in the public eye created an unhealthy environment, which contributed to her feelings of isolation and anxiety. She specifically cited the challenges of being in a relationship with someone who was constantly on display, with little privacy. Liz expressed frustration that their relationship was often reduced to an on-screen narrative for the sake of entertainment, making it difficult for them to experience authentic connection. 4. Accusations of cheating. Perhaps the most explosive accusation made by Liz was the suggestion that Rick had been unfaithful during their relationship. Although she did not provide any hard evidence, Liz hinted at several instances where she felt that Rick had betrayed her trust. She accused him of pursuing relationships with other women while they were engaged, a claim that has sent shockwaves through the fanbase. While this remains one of the most disputed allegations, it's clear that Liz's statement has opened up new questions about the genuineness of Rick's character and whether his personal life had been misrepresented on the show. Fans of both Gold Rush and Rick himself are eager for clarification on this matter. The fallout. Fans react and what it means for Rick Ness's career. Since the accusations came to light, the fallout has been swift and intense. Fans of Gold Rush have expressed a mixture of disbelief, anger, and disappointment over the revelations, especially those who had previously idolized Rick as a hardworking and relatable figure. While some have expressed support for Liz and acknowledged the validity of her experiences, others are hesitant to take her claims at face value, given that the nature of reality TV often blurs the line between truth and entertainment.